Okay, I've got the cover off and I got the Bendix taken out. Now I gotta take that off. Probably not the right way of doing this, but so after 2 tanks of fuel, that's what the belt face looks like on the front of the Variator. Still stock, didn't replace it. Now we're going to slide the belt off, move that down here, slide the Variator out. Keep your fingers behind it so none of your weights fall off. Take your boss off here. Just slide that right back on the shaft. Now this right here is the Polini shaft that came with this Variator. Now you can use the stock Honda, the boss or whatever you want to call this right here, with this, but you have to shim it. You have to put shims, I believe. They go back here and then you put this on. That way you can still utilize your kickstart. Right now I do not have the shims for it. This right here is your stock Honda Variator. If you look at it, this would be your ramp plate, and that's where all your rollers would go. This is your stock Honda Boss, and this is your Polini. If you look at the difference, you can see the height difference there. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to take this one here and put shims behind it to get close to equaling that. The reason why this isn't as long as that one is because the Polini Variator travels, it has way more travel in the ramp plate. So you need a longer boss for it to travel further. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the ramp plate out. We've got our guides right here on the sides. We're going to take our rollers out. The roller that I had in there. See if we can find a number on it. And all my numbers are worn off. Look at that. There's one. Right there, if you can see that, I've got the 6.9s in there right now. I'm going to go to a 7.7. I was thinking about doing a, what you can do is you can take a 6.9 and put it here. And you can put it here. And you can put it here. And then run a 7.7, 7.7, 7.7. Or you can do it with any weight you want, and that'll give you whatever. But as long as you have them spread out equally, it'll work fine. But we're going to go ahead, and we're going to put these in there, 7.7 gram weights, still in the bag. I'm going to go ahead and put these in now. Alright, so we've got the Polini Variator here, and you can see that, 7.7 gram weight. So we're going to put it back together the same way it came apart. And what I like to do, I don't know if it's a right way or a wrong way, but if you look at that, that's got plastic just on there, and you can see the metal insert, and on that side it's full plastic. So if you look at this side is a complete piece of metal, and this side has the split in it. So what I like to do is I like to take the side that has the plastic on it, and I like to put it against that side. I really don't know if that makes a difference. But it makes everything uniform. Okay, we've got our weights in there. Blow off any dust. Drop that on there. We need to get our boss. Alright, so we got our Polini one here. Put that on there like so. It travels. Slide it back on the shaft. It spins nice and free. There's no grit, no trash. And take our belt, put our belt back over it. Belt's on there. Spins well. Nice and locked on. And put a bolt on there. Or a nut. I know I'm gonna get a lot of dumb comments for clamping this thing like this, but I'm gonna replace it one of these days. Trying my best not to get in the area where the belt has to drive. Okay, that's good enough. Typically you'd have to have something that would hold this in the teeth, like a screwdriver or something, to where it would keep it stationary. Okay, now we're going to take our Bendix. This is still original, so this is 20 years old. I cleaned it up really well, now it seems to work awesome. Slide that back into its spot. It's good. Take our bolts out. So, pop that back into place. Put a couple bolts in. Alright, since it's raining outside, I wanted to just give it a quick crank. It's amazing how it fires right up. Don't want to smoke it out too bad here in my garage, but yeah, I can tell just by it not having to reach 4,000 RPM before the tire spins that those weights are going to really do a significant increase in when the power actually kicks in. Because I had tested the other day and it kicked in at like 3,900 to 4,000 RPM with the 6.9 rollers in it. So now I think it was kicking in somewhere around 3,000, 3,100 RPM. So it's definitely getting a little bit better, a little bit more responsive on the bottom end. It's kind of what I want, to where hopefully I can do some wheelies on this thing without it, you know, wheeling up and then the power band and then it comes back around on me. But right now it does do wheelies. It does them very well. It's got great power. It's just too dark and too wet to be test driving it right now. So we'll try that for tomorrow.